Five, four, three, two, one. You are now live.
Former athlete, businessman, model, fashion influencer, father of three. Don't be a hating ass bitch.
This guy was good.
Thank you for having me, Kobe. This is fun.
Crazy game, stay crazy, sign it. What up, what up, what up? It is your boy, none other than call me Krazy, aka Kobe Nasir Wallace. And you are tuned in. Of course you tuned in. They said you are tuned in to the hottest podcast coming straight out of Wilmington, Delaware. You are tuned in to the Crazy Talk Podcast. And of course, I am back with another episode of my hit series, After School Daze. And they said I started off with two banger guests. They said we really, you know what I'm saying, stepped on some shit. They said, but from the land, they said you gotta support your peoples from home. You gotta support your peoples from where you at. And they said one of my good friends, they said he is an influencer, an impactor, an innovator. They said my boy, none other than he. Man, boy, he. Oh my goodness!
What's up, family? What's up, Brody?
To the Crazy Talk Podcast, brother. We had this in preparation for a little minute. They said, and now we are finally doing it. Before we get into anything, I first want to give you your flowers and say thank you. I appreciate you for coming on. We just had a little pre-production meeting, and I can already tell the gems that are about to flow in this conversation. Bro. And I just want to say again, I appreciate you. Yes, influencer and impactor and an innovator. Yeah. Thank you, Dan Boy Creative LLC himself.
Listen, bro, I want to first and foremost, obviously say thank you too, bro. You feel me, for giving me the opportunity, for giving me the platform. And you know, it's always love, bro, coming where we come from. I want to also give you your flowers too, for the growth that you've had individually, personally, professionally, bro. For growing this platform, this lane of creativity, bro. And I'm just happy to be here, blessed to be here, bro. I give all honor and glory to God for, you know, giving me this journey and opportunity experience, bro. So you feel me? I'm ready to give out some free game, bro. You know, it's all love, bro.
Well, welcome to After School Daze, where here we dish on all things undergrad, post-grad, careers, and beyond. They said we really showed the dynamic of former HBCU students, HBCU graduates. They said we showed the lifestyle of HBCU graduates. We showed that the grind don't stop once you get that degree. It actually only just begins. But before we get into that, we have to backtrack. We have to go to the scene of the crime, if you will. They said we have to talk about some of our favorite DSU moments, some of your big DSU accomplishments. We have to start there because that kind of set the ball rolling, you know, for who we've become, right? They said, so talk to me about first landing at DSU. Did you always want to stay home? Did you always want to go to, you know, your home state's HBCU, or was there other options? How did coming to DSU happen for you?
Good question, bro. I'll be honest, bro. Like I said in my caption with my grad post, Bro, I really didn't plan on coming to college, bro. And I say that because I have had my passion for photography, bro, in like 2019. But growing up, how I grew up, it was literally me and my aunt in the crib. And I was a man of the crib, bro, and I had to kind of grow up a little faster than I expected, bro. Mature a lot, learn a lot, you feel me? Grow a lot.
Right.
And she gave me the options, bro, either go to college, bro, or get out the crib. And I'm in my head, like, bro, I'm just fresh 18, pretty much 17, 18, bro. I'm in my head, like, yo, if I leave the crib, bro, and into the real world, what am I really gonna do? But then
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, if I can go to college, bro, and figure my lane out, bro, and kind of experience that, bro, around like-minded individuals and understand what an HBC can do for me, bro, I'll take that opportunity, bro.
Right.
And I'll do that 100 times again, bro, because of what it's done, who I've met, what I've learned, what I've experienced, what I've accomplished, who I've helped grow, who I've helped lead and impact and influence, bro. And when I first got there, bro, like it was like I got thrown in the deep end, bro. Cause even though I'm from Wilmington in Delaware, I
Right.
never stepped a foot on the university, bro.
Me either.
Never. And so it's like I just kind of like I was all eyes and ears to everything, bro. Like student leadership, entrepreneurship,
Mm-hmm.
transparently the partying, bro. The just having the freedom to do what I
We had
didn't
we
really,
had
I ain't gonna say want to, but like, yeah, bro. I just had to experience the freedom to do
yeah,
what I really wanted to
yeah.
kind of like try and experience, bro. And it just kind of like it gave me the confidence to really navigate in uncomfortable situations, bro, and be comfortable in those uncomfortable situations, pretty much.
Right. So talk to me before we continue about DSU. You said something
Yeah.
that piqued my interest. Talk to me about being 18 and having the discernment to know
Mhm.
and putting your pride aside, because a lot of men, a lot of young men at that time would have took that as, oh, I'm getting kicked out. No, she's challenging you to do something better. She's challenging you to step out of what may be your comfort zone and try something that you maybe didn't think about. So talk to me about having the discernment to say, there are people down there that I can network with. There's ways that I can build. That's a new life that maybe I want to try and tap into versus, all right, I'm gonna just go, I'm gonna take my photography and I'm gonna pay for rent and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to survive. Talk to me about having that discernment.
All right, so really the discernment pretty much came from being in the church, bro. I grew up
Okay.
in the church, bro. I grew up, you feel me? Obviously, like singing in the choir a couple times. I was in a couple plays throughout my, childhood of being in the church.
Okay.
And I've always had older individuals preach to me education, bro. And something that they always told me was, bro, they can't take your education from me. You feel me? So it's like, why not go get it and go achieve it, and go find it, bro.
Mhm.
And I think really it was uncomfortable at first, bro. But I really had to think in my head, like, all right, if I really go into the real world, bro, what am I gonna do and how am I gonna navigate and make money? And will I really be fulfilled? And then if I go to college, bro, everything is really gonna be provided for me. I just gotta take advantage of it
Right.
to the point where it's like, all right, boom, not advantage, but more so leverage. You gotta leverage it.
Definitely.
Um, to the point where it's like, all right, if I go there, I know I'm gonna meet somebody that's doing entrepreneurship that I got passionate about, somebody that's working in the finance field that I got a passion about, community service and mental health, bro. But back then, I was really only interested in pretty much just making money, bro. I went to school trying to figure out like accounting. I didn't, bro. I hated accounting, bro. I'm gonna keep it being. But when I
So that was
understood,
your first major.
yeah, that's my first major, bro. I had
Okay.
at least four different jobs. It was accounting, finance and banking, financial planning and wealth management, and then it was liberal studies, which I just graduated with, bro.
Okay.
And I went in there understanding that I wanted to obviously make money, bro, and make money learning about money or making money to give out the financial literacy advice and information, bro.
Okay.
And when I got there, bro, it was just kind of like, all right, let me figure it out and find out if that's really for me, bro. And my aunt was kind of like on my back about it, like, all right, you gotta really pick a major, bro, before you go there. You don't really want to go in there undecided because you probably gonna find it a little confusing. You might not take the classes you want to really take for real. But
Yeah.
when I got there, bro, I kind of figured out the first year of where I wanted to go, bro. And a situation happened, bro, that really humbled me fast, bro, in my first year, bro. And that really took me, and I was like, it turned me into like a confident like individual to be more so like intentional and isolated in a way. But it's
Okay.
kind of how I was growing up, bro, but more intentional, bro. So it humbled me my first year, bro, to really understand like you gotta really put your head down and follow what you really want to do, bro, because opportunities really can like come and go, bro. And I
Right.
really learned that like fast, bro. Especially in college, bro, because everybody gonna want to do the same thing as you.
That part. You said you had 4 different majors. Talk to me
Yeah.
about the ability to pivot. Talk to me about the again having the discernment to say this isn't my passion. This isn't conducive to me growing, at least working towards a degree.
Yeah.
Because most people find that scary. Most people find that intimidating. Going into college, not really knowing what they want to do. Also, being in the part of our lives where we're actually figuring it out. So it's kind of hard to maintain or at least balance. Talk to me about how you were able to have that mindset to be able to pivot without looking back and saying, "Damn, did I make the right decision? Or am I making the right decision?" And just going for it.
Okay. Pretty much, bro. I say this, right? Um, this for all the athletes out there, right? That play
Okay?
basketball. You feel me? When you in
They
your
said, or
triple threat,
football.
bro. Ball up top. You feel me?
They said ball
So
up top.
when you got the rock, bro, and you in triple threat, bro, you on your pivot, bro. You feel me? The biggest thing is you got to stay on your pivot, bro, and keep your feet planted. Keep one foot
Okay.
planted to the point where you feel me. Like you got your foot in the game, whatever the case is, but you keeping your other foot to move around and understand that you can, you feel me, move around and still kind of have some area of movement and growth. You feel me? But you still
Right.
have that foot planted in your foundation. And when I understood that, bro, like I could still do the financial literacy. I could still do the entrepreneurship and change my major and still have the same opportunities. Bro, I'm taking it. And I
Right.
was like, all right, boom. If I know accounting isn't for me, but I gotta take accounting classes, but I know I want to be in the bank or maybe finance, I'm gonna try finance and banking out. But if I didn't like because I didn't like that, I know I wanted to be in generational wealth. If I knew that, I picked financial planning, wealth management, and that opened a lot of different doors for me, bro. Going to conferences in Atlanta, bro, Florida, being in CEO offices, bro, in DC. And then I'm in
Mm,
my head like, okay, I never forget, bro. They said in Atlanta when I went to a conference, I went
mm.
to a speakeasy, bro, and they said pretty much financial advisors or anybody really pretty much in that area work 40 to 60 hours a week. I'm gonna be honest, 60 hours a week is ridiculous. It's if you working eight, if you working five, you feel me?
Yes.
If we do if we doing the math, bro, let's do this real quick, right? 60 hours in 5 days is 12 hours a day. We have 24 hours in a day. If we're working 12 hours, bro, that means we supposed to sleep for 6 to 8 hours, bro. That means we have
8.
4 hours to do anything for ourselves, our family, or anything we're passionate about. And that's cutting ourselves short. Now, granted, bro, everybody got their own passion, desires, whatever the case is, bro, but I'd rather work for myself and other people rather than a company or person for 40 60 hours. You feel me? That's why I kind of got my LLC. And then when I turned like 2021, bro, I changed my major to liberal studies. And in my eyes, bro, because I had so many passions, I just started going about college, bro, with entrepreneurship, community service, mental health, and
Right.
leadership. I understood, bro, the liberal studies allows you to learn different topics and different subjects that are all that can be utilized in one grand scheme of things. Bro, I
Okay.
took classes in history, art, music, uh,
Okay.
literature,
So
science,
you got
bro.
a
Everything
wide
you can
range
pretty much.
of education,
Exactly, bro.
wide net.
Exactly, bro. And my biggest thing is when I understood what that can do for a person like me, where I likes to talk to people, where I likes to ask questions and love to learn, that gives me the leverage to not just provide answers, but provide intentional solutions to problems that people may not have thought about.
Right.
Because I could think about a situation that can deal with let's say entrepreneurship and we're speaking about event planning.
Mm,
But knowing that I've had the experience with event planning, but also I've had classes in management, I've had classes in business law. I can know what law ethics and business management like perspective to give to that situation for it to be the best event that is applicable and kind of like eligible under certain laws or parameters or boundaries, whatever the case is for that
yeah.
situation. So I've utilized it to understand that, bro, if you really kind of use like you said, life experience, bro, life experiences and personal passions, bro, and mix those together, bro. and educate yourself, bro, it opens a lot of doors for you, bro. Genuinely, bro. Genuinely.
They said that. So choosing liberal arts ended up being
Yeah.
the right way. It ended up being what you wanted to do. You were able, like I said earlier, to pivot. You
Yeah.
gave a great analogy. They said triple threat under you saw the counting wasn't the big man wasn't probably the way to go. They said so now I'm about to ISO the little nigga and we bung bung bung.
Yeah. Like,
You know what I'm saying? They said so for all he was right for all my athletes out there. Make sure y'all paying attention. Make sure y'all paying attention. They
yeah,
said
we're right, bro.
now I want to talk to you about the pressures that you may have faced as a student leader.
Yeah.
Like my two guests prior, you are one of the most recognizable faces on DSU's campus, even probably
Appreciate
still
that, bro.
today. So it's like, how did you maintain, humility? How did you maintain uh, you know, genuine relationships with people, and then the pressures of being a student leader? How did you maintain all of those things, balance all of those things while being in college?
I say this, bro. The first thing I always did, bro, was definitely pray and read the Bible, bro, to give me that discernment and consistent wisdom. Because when you enter certain rooms, you have to exercise making the right decisions that are um suitable for yourself, but also considerate of everybody else in the room and in that
Okay,
experience. And I say that because you don't want to like use your position or have your position and you outshine everybody else. Your position when you have it should be to shine and let others shine with you, or use your platform to allow others to shine. I ain't gonna say over you, but alongside you, like I said too, bro.
yeah,
And my biggest thing that I've always wanted to do, bro, is pay it forward, bro. Bring people up that can be in my position or wants to take my position and make it bigger and better than what I ever imagined it to be for myself.
right,
And it's just been times, bro, like transparently, bro, I got my picture on MLK, bro. And I have times where I don't even remember that it's still there. But that's the
right,
humility that I kind of express, bro. Like I don't want nobody to feel like I'm bigger or better than them. I just chose my lane and I was passionate about it and I had discipline enough to make those certain opportunities come realistic, bro. I had self-awareness. I was comfortable being uncomfortable, bro, trying new things, asking new questions, bro. And like just having the humility, bro, is just like everybody breathes the same air. We bleed the same. We go to the same cafeteria. We all go
right,
to Chick-fil-A, bro. We
and
all got the same teachers at one point in time, bro. We all trying to get housing. Like, there's no reason why I should feel like I'm better than that person because of what I've done. Yeah, I might be more accomplished or more credible, bro, but given that confidence that I gave myself to get to somebody else can
right,
give them the same opportunities that I have, bro.
right,
And having that selflessness and just intentionality, bro, has allowed people before me and after me to grow. You feel me? And I just kind of like I always said that to myself, bro, because like I said, when I was older or younger at least, I grew up, bro, with just me and my aunt. So I always was kind of like moving by myself and kind of like
mhm,
had that isolation type of like integrity or kind of like movement, whatever the case is.
mm,
And somebody told me, bro, I moved presidential more so like I moved kind of like on my own accord or by my own like morals and principles.
right,
And I could see what they mean. And when I understood that, like I took heed into it, but I didn't want to be like a too big headed. You feel me?
right,
I wanted to be more so of like a democratic leader. And that is more so just kind of like utilizing everybody around me to build my platform, but also build theirs. You feel me? So it's a mutual
yeah,
benefit. You feel me? So the biggest thing with student leadership, bro, is I always wanted to kind of like help everybody as I'm helping myself, bro. Cause you only as strong as the people you surround yourself with, bro. Whether it's with you working out, bro, you in business, whether it's you with your friend group, bro. Like something I learned also too is, bro,
mhm,
pretty much you are who you surround yourself with, bro. You are who you hang with, bro. And so if I'm putting myself around people that are like minded, bro, and building them as I'm building myself, bro, it's no way we can all be weak, bro. We can all just become stronger. You feel me?
right.
So it's really just kind of like helping those around me, bro, and giving them the reassurance that we're all equal, bro. We can all do amazing and great things, bro. For real, for real.
And us, like piggybacking off of that, us being able to do great things doesn't just look great on us. It looks great on our communities. It looks great on our backgrounds. It looks great on, like you said, being, raised by a single parent. That
Mhm.
it makes that type of shit look like it's not the the end of the world. It's we are kind of the fruit of the earth when we are able to go through life experiences, take them, evaluate them to life, and make lives, not just our lives, but lives better. You feel me? I
100%.
want to talk to you about how going to an HBCU kind of made it better. I want to talk to you about how DSU and other HBCUs kind of enhance Black entrepreneurship, right? We see, being on campus firsthand, the amount of businesses, the amount of marketing, the amount of just everything that people really get into to make their businesses thrive. You're a big part of that, being a photographer, being a creative director. You're giving businesses and brands ideas on how to make shit pop, on how to make people tune in to, not like, it's different making a promo video for a podcast, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some clips, I'm gonna post the clips, that's promotion. But for you to come up with an idea, write that idea down, put it on paper, and then put it in film, edit it to where the story makes sense, and now people are buying into this brand. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about how having those opportunities, being in that space, being in an HBCU, enhance your entrepreneurship skills.
Bro, I say when I first got to campus, right?
Mhm.
I never forget this, bro. Shout out John B, shout out Nas, shout out Reek, and shout out Cam. Bro, this is my first core vibe, bro. This is the first core vibe, bro. I knew people, bro, but I didn't really know how to advocate in those spaces, bro. But I
Mhm.
just kind of pulled up, bro, had my camera. It was my first picture I took of them, bro. And I seen the quality of it, bro. I'm like, yo, like this joint hard. And it's at nighttime, bro. Like, I'm just here to capture transparently, like, the HBCU experience, bro. And when I got comfortable doing that, bro,
Mhm.
bro, it was buckets. It was up.
Right.
And I say
Right.
that, bro, because as I'm navigating through my experience, bro, I see everybody navigating through theirs. So I can see that equilibrium, bro, for all of us to kind of like, all right, go through this together, but let me tell a story for it to resonate with those that are going through it, but don't know how to express it or understand it. But then also those that are coming behind us, underclassmen, those that are going away, or alumni that can support us in the situation. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that I did was to tell a story transparently that people could resonate with and understand, bro, and support. Because either they was going through it, gonna go through it, or they went through it before. And when I got to GB, bro, I kind of was taking opportunities, bro, to really just use my camera, bro, for events, um, for organization like events,
Yeah.
university events, bro, with step show, homecoming concerts, bro, spring fling. When I locked in, bro, and took pictures of G Herbo, bro, I knew what I was doing and how I could carry it, bro. It gave me the confidence to really just like tell a story, bro. Like, and I prayed for days like that, bro, when I was in high school to be at concerts, to be in front of those audiences or be in those rooms to kind of like tell that story, bro. And telling that story, bro, is something I've been passionate about because it was a form of communication that I couldn't put in words.
Right.
It was just me being able to be behind the camera, bro, and capture a moment where somebody was experiencing the utmost joy, the utmost peace, confidence, whatever the case is, and being behind the camera and just witnessing that, bro, was something that like I've been blessed to do, blessed to be able to understand and communicate and create, bro. Because sometimes when I can't communicate, the camera does it for me, bro. They say a picture tells 1,000 words. And then when sometimes a brand or an artist or a student leader or org can't communicate their idea, when I understand their more the principles of who they are, what they trying to do, why they want to do it, how they want to do it, that's
Translate.
where I lock in creatively, bro, and put in my personal experience and passions of being in their shoes and how I would want their story or quote unquote my story to be portrayed. So
Right.
it goes back to that selflessness of understanding like, all right, boom. If I was in these shoes, how would I want this to go? So it goes back to kind of like treating people how you want to be treated, bro, and being able to humbly and intentionally, bro, like just help them out, bro, and make their job and lives easier, bro, as a artist, a brand, organization, whatever the case is, bro. And it's giving me the confidence to do it repeatedly, bro. And organizations, bro, student leaders have kind of gave my flowers on how I've creatively told their story or portrayed something that they was passionate about, bro. And I continuously do that because not everybody is creative, and that's perfectly fine, bro.
Mhm.
And where some people are weak at, bro, let me not say weak, but where some people don't have the strength at, I may have it. And I take time to kind of like build that and sharpen it, bro, so that way I can leverage it to not just help students, bro, but help now the university. And once the university is corporations, and corporations is countries, countries, the world. You feel me? That's how I look at it, bro. In the grander scheme of things, bro. You start small and everything has compound interest to be bigger and better, bro.
Yeah, and through that building, now that
Yeah.
you had these experiences on an HBCU campus where it has enhanced your entrepreneurship, how do you then go through all of that? You kind of touched on it a little bit, having
Mhm.
humility through that success, through going from working with collaborating with organizations and brands on campus to now working with the campus, right? Like,
Yeah.
how do you stay humble through that?
Every opportunity, bro, is a learning phase for you to grow, right?
Right.
And you should remain humble and have humility, bro, so that way you can grow. You feel me? You don't want to be too cocky or too confident to the point where you don't have your eyes and ears open to listen or see something differently, bro. Um, and now that I'm in this post grad, bro, and I can work with the university
Mm,
as a graduate assistant, and as a graduate housing director, bro. Those two positions, off of my undergrad experience, has given me the confidence to step into those positions and still be humble because it's like, all right, I know that I still have so much to learn, bro, because I'm only 23, bro. I'm only 23, bro. I still have a lot of accomplishment under my hand, but I can get so many more. So that keeps me humble, bro. Like I'm not satisfied. I'm definitely appreciative and I have an immense amount of gratitude, but I'm just not satisfied because of where I know the heights that
mm,
I can reach, bro, and the people that I can help, the life that I want to live, places I can go, and the things that I can achieve, support, and even just kind of like bring about awareness to, bro. And in the next 2 years in this MBA program, bro, I want to remain humble, bro, because remaining humble, bro, allows you to enter doors that you really never experienced or even kind of like expected, bro.
mhm.
And that alone is something I want to kind of advocate for everybody, bro. When you humble, bro, you find the good in every little thing, and that good you find in every little thing, bro, might be the motivation you need to keep pushing. You feel me? Because there's going to be a lot of life lessons. It's going to be trial and tribulation, highs and lows, bro. But
Yeah.
when you have that humility, bro, you sit there and be like, all right, like, yeah, like I humility and gratitude, you sit there and be like, all right, I'm going through this. You feel me, self-aware about it. Then you be like, all right, I might not have the most amount of money, but now I have an opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
So that gives you the leverage and confidence and reassurance that you can humbly, bro, attack the next task and make something out of it, bro, for yourself and for everybody else around you, for real.
And that's at least those that's some of the goal. That's part of the
Yeah,
goal. If you're not affecting anything in your space, are you really, what I'm saying, impactful? Are you
yeah,
really doing what it is your work is supposed to do, right? They said, I kind of want to talk about having those multiple lanes of not only businesses, because you are an
yeah.
entrepreneur in every sense of the word. You have multiple businesses, multiple organizations, and multiple things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you channel those in with your talents? How did those talents become businesses? Your talent to want to help people, because that's a talent. They said, and not everybody is graced with that talent. They said, I mean, they said I'm one of the most helpful niggas in the world. I got a load of advice that's about you know what I'm saying? Like, I can
Yeah,
lead a horse to water. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force you to drink it. I'm one of those
facts.
people. So you being one of those people who have the resources and love to share those resources with other people who may not have them.
Mhm.
How do you take those talents and turn them into business ideas?
Good question. Um, well, first, bro, when I understood that it costs to be the boss, you really people can pay and when I understood the call, it costs to be the boss, but also the fact that like time is money.
Mhm.
I've made it my mission to become incredible in a lot of different things, so that way I can get paid for my time, but also for my knowledge, bro.
Right.
Because think
For
about it,
your
bro.
ability.
If we're paying for a college degree, paying for education, paying for experiences, bro, and knowing that I'm in those rooms that everybody probably can't be in by the grace of God. Well, I'm in those rooms by the grace of God, bro, and not everybody is fortunate enough to be in those rooms. I paid a price, whether it's my time, effort, energy, or money, to be in those rooms, and I know
Mhm.
what I know because of being in those rooms. So it's like, bro, why would I not leverage that knowledge and experience and make money off of it, and also get paid to help and inform somebody and educate somebody? Because if you think about it, bro, if teachers are getting paid to educate us and some of us aren't learning the best way, I can learn what they learn, bro, and educate somebody more intentionally, more passionately, and more humbly, bro, for them to understand off of my life experiences, but also just from my educational perspective.
Yeah.
And growing up, bro, like I said, bro, I wasn't fortunate to have a lot of different things, bro. So I've always, like I said, been blessed enough and passionate enough to pay it forward, bro, and serve those that can't serve themselves, bro. And it's good that I've had the experience to do it and not get paid for it, because now I can know how I want to do it, how I don't want to do it. I have certain boundaries from booking policies, bro. I have certain boundaries for time management for myself and for when I can and can't do certain things. And when I understood that, bro, like I said, like time is money, bro. You gotta really leverage your time, bro, because you can make the money, bro. Well, you can get the money back, but you can get the time back, bro.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm really just like I'm advocating so much about, bro. You can't get time back, bro. So you gotta utilize that to the most of your ability, bro. And if somebody's paying you for it, bro, let them pay for it, bro. Respectfully
Yeah.
though, because like knowing where I'm at, bro, and where I've gone and where I've been and where I can go, bro. What I'm gonna know and experience in life, bro, somebody's going to pay for it. Not somebody's gonna have to, bro, but like I'm gonna be profitable off of just what I've been in life because of how humble I am about it, bro, and how much I want to help somebody. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just
That
like it's a learning opportunity for me, bro. At the end of the day, for real, for real.
right. You learning yourself, you learning your limits,
Yeah,
the limits that you do want to reach. I think that's amazing. I think that ties into kind of our next topic. They said that's a natural segue. They
yeah,
said it growing up in Wilmington, growing up in Delaware, right?
yeah,
Talk to me about that. Talk to me like, we ain't rich, and I wouldn't say from seeing other people's circumstances,
mhm,
seeing worse circumstances that we are poor, we grew up rough, but what did that do to you? What did not being poor but not being rich, being in that kind of obscure lane where you're looking at kids
yeah,
who are way less fortunate than you? Even as a kid, we understood that type of shit. Like we
mhm,
understood I may not have it, but at least my parent or my guardian can afford me this, right? Can keep me up to this. What does that look like growing up in such a small state that is kind of impoverished, but
mhm.
also having access to seeing better shit? Because we do have friends, like you said, you went to Concord. I'm sure you've had friends who lived in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like seeing both sides of that coin. What did that do to you growing up?
All right. So, have you heard of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's pretty much about a when you're watching this video, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his name is Robert Kiyosaki. But he wrote a book about having a poor dad, living with his poor dad, but he had a friend that had a rich dad pretty much.
Right.
And he learned life lessons from both those individuals on how to maximize your money and how to pretty much lose your money. And that's really what, granted, I read that book when I was in like college, bro, but it's the fact that I understood that even before I even read the book. It was just
Right.
reassuring as I read the book. Excuse me. But the biggest thing is just like you have to be willing to open your eyes and ears, like I said beforehand, to learn and listen from different people, because where you are is not where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
And when I understood that, I was always asking the question of why this and why that for me to understand it, to implement it when I had the opportunities to implement it.
Right.
So it's like growing up, bro, I had a lot of trial and tribulations, bro. I lost a couple friends. You feel me? I had people that you feel me went to jail, cousins, family, friends that got sentences for years or even life sentences, bro. And just those experiences, I understood of where I obviously didn't want to go. You feel me? And then when I started opening my eyes and ears to mentorship, big brothers, uncles, and just older individuals, older men in my city and community, bro. I looked at those as the individuals where I wanted to go. You feel me? And just having that around me, bro, gave me reassurance and guidance to really like shape the life that I wanted to shape as I was growing up, bro. Like, yeah, I was kind of probably I was doing a lot of kid stuff, like going out, staying late at night, bro, riding my bike around the city, bro. You feel me? Going to grab and go on Market Street, going to the pal, all type of stuff. But I had a discernment, bro, because of the OGs to not do certain things that the crowd around me was doing, bro. And I've been
Right.
blessed enough to still implement those things now, bro, and teach those to the younger individuals, bro. But it was just kind of like growing up, bro. I just like I was always asking that question, why, bro? I love to learn and understand certain stuff to implement it for myself. And I'm still hard headed. You feel me? I'll be honest. I'm still hard headed, bro.
Right.
I was hard headed back then. I still am, bro, to the point where I gotta experience something sometimes for me to understand. I trust everybody's. I trust everybody's. Not everybody. I
Experience.
trust most people's perspective on life and advice. But like you said, bro, you have to go through life to really experience it and understand certain things and why things are the way they are and why things aren't the way they are and why they shouldn't be and should be.
Right. And and I agree with that. I agree wholeheartedly. I think I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who have to not with everything. They said,
Yeah.
let me be clear. They said some
Yeah.
shit. I see it. I'm cool. They said, got it, got you. They said,
Feel you.
God got it, right? But some
Yeah.
things that like that aren't that serious. Some things you really do have to face it internally in your own space for you to really grasp the brevity of it. And
Mhm.
I think that's the beauty of being where we're from. Like I said, growing up as kids, we understood that type of shit. We understood seeing someone less fortunate than us. And whether we grew up to be a person that's, humble or
Yeah.
giving back and paying it forward, it still took a toll, right?
Yeah.
Like whether whichever way, your path went, whether you took that and turned it into a superpower or you let that be your weakness for life, it took, it made an impact, right?
Yeah.
They said, I want to also talk about, um, because we're about to get into creative, Band Boy Creative LLC, get into the whole, scope of your business, your initiatives, your goals, where you want to be. But before we get there, I want to
Mhm.
talk about, where we're from and
Yeah.
how kind of the lack of support or collaboration that we feel as being from this small state, people in creative spaces should get. Like we were talking before we started recording. We were seeing like we have so many rappers, we have so many athletes, we have so many media personalities and photographers, videographers, creatives that
Mhm.
should be put on these pedestals, should be given their flowers for being prominent, at least within our state, or within our region. But they probably aren't getting as pushed or as supported or collaborated with as people think or as we think. What do you contribute that to? I know, we were talking before, you contributed that to comparison and competition and those
Mhm.
things being completely different. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about the collaboration or lack thereof that seeps from where we're from.
And like you said, bro, it goes back to that comparison thing, and the competition thing, right? Like to
Mhm.
all the athletes out there, when you look at somebody that's in your lane, or yeah, let's say in your lane, bro, whether you're a football player, basketball player, whatever the case is, you look at that other athlete because obviously at the end of the day, most athletes are trying to get drafted to go to the big leagues. So any person that's in your lane, bro, is obviously your opponent because they have the same ability or opportunities, maybe, to go to the draft as you.
Right.
But sometimes when you understand that that end goal isn't for everybody, that's where the humility comes in for you to push that next person to get there, maybe faster than you or ahead of you, bro. And that as you building them up, they build you up. And even if y'all don't end up at the same goal, y'all still are more successful in your individual journeys than y'all are competing with one another. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Right.
And when I was growing up in high school, bro, transparently, I would always see demos, I would see G Shot, I would see a couple other photographers, bro. And I always gave them their flowers or like praise their creativity, bro. And as I got older, bro, more advanced in the game, bro, was fulfilling seeing all of that type of stuff being like reciprocated, bro.
Right.
Because like they was never the type of people to bro to kind of uh like bash the next person, bro. They was always in their own lane, bro, or even advocating for the next person to get into their lane, bro. Like it's people like Jason, bro. I said Demos, G Shot, bro. Oswald made it. Um, Michael Pierce, bro. Uh, Don't Judge Me Productions, bro. It's a handful, bro. Ty Lock, bro. JMC, bro. It's a lot of different content creators, bro. Martinet that we've all seen each other and collaborated with one another, bro. Ant,
Right.
bro. XIV Shots, all of those, bro. And Purse, one more. The Change Visuals. Shout out my man Purse. But all of those people where we've seen opportunities for us to collaborate with each other and not compete with one
Right.
another, bro.
Right.
And that alone, bro, has put confidence in me and reassured them as well and get confidence in them to follow their dreams and passions, bro, and to still create. And when you lead with your heart, bro, when you do anything with your heart, bro, out of love, bro, people respect it, they admire it, they have gratitude for it, bro, and it gives them like the reassurance to lead with their heart too, bro, and not do anything with ill intent or look at the next person with comparison. They look at the next person with love and collaboration because you can't compete with love in my
Right.
eyes. You can collaborate with love, but you can't compete with love in my eyes. Because when you
Mm.
think competition, bro, you think of the next person as somebody you can get over on, somebody you can get past, or like an obstacle or object, rather than an
Right.
opportunity to love, lead, live, and collaborate with. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's my whole thing, bro. I don't think people lead or try to do certain things with love, bro. They do it just because they know they try to get somewhere, so they try to look over or past or through the next person rather than looking with them.
Right. And like I said before, before we started recording, that is
Yeah.
also thieves of joy, right?
Yeah.
You can set yourself up in competition to win all day. That doesn't mean you'll win. And that's an important piece that I really want people to understand. You can think you're competing with someone like Ichi just said, because you think you can get through them. You think you can get over or around them. And sometimes you pick a fight where you can't win. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Mhm.
you place competition in your mind with someone who you're just not on competition with, right? And
Yeah.
so and then you start to compare, well, how are they this successful, how are they getting this, how, so it can be both ways. You can look down on someone and still end up behind, and you can also look up to someone and still end up behind. That's why I feel like competition is solely within yourself. You should only collaborate with other people. You should only lead with love when it comes to other people in your lane, outside of your lane, whatever, because those are vehicles that can help you. And if y'all on in the same vehicle, it's like motherfucking carpool. We going to the same destination. Hop in. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. Let's do it.
Real
They
rap,
said,
bro.
and I think that's something that our home state, our home city, we really need to start pushing, right? They
Mhm.
said, I'm actually loving the way that people are recognizing it nowadays. People are calling it out. People are making it, and like, we have a lot. We're not, little Philly no more. You know what I'm saying? We have our own flair, our own flavor, and our own shit that we need to start pushing and making good like we do everything else, right?
I agree 100%, brother.
Now I want to talk to you about Bamboy Creative LLC.
Hmm.
Give me from where you started to where you are now. Talk to me about your initiatives now. Talk to me about your goals, where you want to do, because you're not just photography anymore. Like I said, you are creative direction. You are videography now. You are content creation. What does that look like versus where you started?
Good question, bro. Where I started, bro, first and foremost was um this goes back to paying it forward, bro. For y'all that don't know, bro, I did play basketball in high school, bro. So you feel me? That's a little lore. You feel me? But I played basketball in high school, bro, and I was on JV, bro. I'm 23 now, bro. So if y'all want to play for the ones, bro, put a bean up, man. We good. But um, It started off, I was JV, bro, and I took a photography class at Concord, bro.
Okay.
And I'm in my head like, all right, cool. Like I got a little passion for this, bro. I'm starting with film photography, bro. Like learning just the aperture,
Mhm.
shutter speed, the ISO, the foundation of it, the skills, bro, pretty much.
Right.
And it got to a point, bro. I was just using like one of those old vintage cameras, bro. And I'm in the red room, bro. When I was in the red room, I'm in my head like, bro, this is actually so like this is cool to me, bro.
Mhm.
And I remember just taking the pictures, bro. You feel me? Taking the film out, bro. Putting it on this easel, and then putting the image like through some chemical water in the red room, having it develop, sitting it there, putting it on the dry erase John, all type of stuff, bro. Letting it just sit dry. And I'm like, bro, the process of taking a picture itself is something that was interesting to me.
Right.
And then, like I said, bro, as I'm taking that class, bro, um, I wound up being on JV, bro, and I wound up being blessed enough to have a camera, bro, by one of my late mentors, Brandon Maddox, bro. He used to work at the university too,
Mhm.
and he was one of JR. That was one of JR's mentors. Shout out
Oh,
JR too, bro. JR and Lons, both of them. You feel me? As I got to college, bro, they was definitely two mentors, bro, and creators that I kind of pay homage to for guiding me and kind of like giving me the inspiration to really lead creatively, bro. Um, but back to like the high school thing, bro. It really got to the point where like, all right, boom, I'm on JV, bro. I'm not playing varsity. I know that as JV player, I never got pictures, bro. It is what it is, was what it was.
right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pay it forward for the varsity team. I go
Okay.
ahead, bro. I'm figuring out, bro. It's 2019, you feel me? Then 2020 comes, you feel me? 2020 spring comes, and the season's over, bro. And COVID happens, bro. So now I'm just in the crib, bro. I'm just playing the crib, bro. Looking at
Just
YouTube.
fucking
I
get
got, bro. March 2020, bro, was something crazy, bro.
the the shit that could have been done that year would have been great. But the way that year shook out fucking fucked me up. I hate that year. I really do.
Bro,
I
you
love
and I
COVID
both.
during that time because I was
Yeah,
outside more than ever. But
me too.
it fucked up so much shit like professionally and in school wise, like that I wanted to
Yeah.
do. But yeah. But no, go ahead.
And
What you were saying?
nah, I was saying, bro, like once COVID hit, bro, I was in the crib. You feel me? Just living and learning, bro, pretty much about photography, bro. And
Okay.
I was blessed enough to be somewhat known in my city, bro, to kind of talk to different people, bro, and have photo shoots and stuff like that. I remember, bro, shout out my homie Chooks, bro. He got Rich Story apparel. I had a photo shoot with him, bro, with that Nikon camera that I had, bro. And it wasn't nothing crazy, bro, but it was just me living and learning about photography, bro, and just trial and error, bro. And it started off with just me doing stuff in my city, bro, trying stuff, bro. And then I got my next camera, bro. I want to say January 2021, before I graduated. I had my first Canon. Bro. It was gifted to me, bro. And after that, bro, I got into digital photography more in depth. And with that, bro, I got better quality, bro. I was more creative with certain stuff that I was doing, bro. And it kind of opened my eyes and leaned to even videos too, bro. And I started running with it, bro. And then 2021, I kind of just got like comfortable with it a little bit more. And I got the college, bro, and I ran with it, bro. And that opened up so many more doors, bro. And then I bought like my first real lens was a 50 millimeter 1.8 with an amazing aperture, bro, with depth of field, bro. I was cooking up with that joint videos, all type of stuff. And
Right.
then I had my clothing brand, did my own clothing brand shoot, bro. Video for that John, all type of stuff, bro. And then recently, bro, I bought 2024 or 2025 Christmas. No, 2024 Christmas, I bought myself like an $800 lens.
Mm.
And then I just bought another $900 camera. So it's like over the years, bro, I understood that you have to invest in yourself, bro, in your craft. And blessed to say, bro, the money has been made back in months after, weeks after buying this stuff. So it's like seeing that, bro, and then still being passionate in that journey, bro, and talking to everybody and kind of giving them the credibility and not giving them the credibility, but providing them the credibility with my creativity.
Right.
That alone, bro, has been fulfilling to me, bro, to continue to do what I do, bro. And this February was like was my I entered my kind of I'm gonna say more mature and professional stage of my business. I turned into an LLC, bro. It
Okay.
took me what, almost 7 years, pretty much. I want to say, yeah. No, yeah, no, almost 7 years because I started photography in November 2019.
Okay.
But I got it. I was taking an entrepreneurship class with this individual named Janae Kareem in the CLB under the DSU Cure department,
Okay.
helping basically entrepreneurs and any small business get funding, get their business plan together, all type of stuff, bro. It's thorough, bro, for anybody that's interested that's watching, bro. And I wound up getting my LLC, like figuring out the process was actually so easy, bro. I got
Okay.
my LLC to turn it from Ben Boy ET, the photographer, to Ben Boy Creative LLC, the creative agency, bro.
Right.
And I did it in February, bro, because I gave myself like a goal to do it because it's Black History Month too.
Right. Okay.
And I'm in my head like, all right, cool. If I'm doing this during Black History Month, bro, it's gonna feel fulfilling to me. It's gonna tell a bigger story. And then I just took that, bro, ran with it, bro. And I wound up getting a LLC, logo and flyer made, bro. I'm in the works of getting a website together, portfolio, you feel me? All type of stuff, bro. And it took me to understand the business side of it, bro, in undergrad, to understand how I can utilize this post grad. Bro, there is so much funding, so much free money that they can give businesses, bro. And then it's
They said,
like
well,
there's
we'll talk
tax
more about
write-offs.
that.
Yeah, we gonna talk more about that. But there's tax write-offs and all type of stuff that I can utilize to get pretty much free money from the government, bro, and get that money back for
Right.
what I'm investing into myself.
Right.
And over the next 3 to 5 years, bro, I've seen it be done in others, so I know that I can do it myself. But I want to have like a studio or studios. I want to have a bigger agency. Um, I want to have workshop classes and courses to teach photographers or content creators, storytellers, all type of stuff. But as I get more credible and get and increase my network around the right people and places and opportunities and
Right.
resources, I know that it will come to fruition when God sees it's appointed to happen. So definitely in the next 3 to 5 years, um, even 10, bro, I definitely look at this creative LLC to be an agency, with partners, sponsorships, tutorials, merchandise, a lot of different things, bro. Honestly, bro.
Right. Right. And so with those goals,
Yeah.
what are some projects you're looking to get into? What type of projects are you looking, to come your way in the next 3 to 5 years? Are you looking to do movies? Is that a space you're going
Yeah.
into? They said, are we going to see some short films? They said, maybe 50 Cent start a little power. What can we expect coming from Bam Boy Creative LLC?
You did bring up the topic, bro. I do want to do short films. I've seen
Okay.
them be done 100 times, bro, and like I said, I've always had my eyes and ears open to other creators to get creatively inspired, bro.
Mm.
And that alone has reassured me that if I've seen it done, bro, it could be done. So definitely a lot of more music videos, retainer clients with corporations and businesses, small businesses, big businesses, corporations. Um, Real estate photography, bro, event photography, weddings, traveling photography, bro, artists, bigger artists and brands, bro. But
They said
just
every damn thing. Everything. I want
pretty
it
much,
all.
bro. And I
Yes.
and I say that because I've done weddings, I've done concerts, I've done athletes, I've done brands, I've
Right.
done events, I've done pretty music videos for artists, I've done athlete mixtapes, bro. A lot of bit of everything that you could probably think of, bro. And knowing that I have that credibility and passion to do it, bro, I could do it at a bigger and better
Scale.
yeah, scale, bro, pretty much. And knowing I say this humbly, bro, and confidently, bro. I have over 1,000 contacts in my phone. So just imagine, bro, how much I can utilize my network, bro, to make my dreams come to fruition and help them in their journey, bro.
Right.
And LinkedIn, bro, is another thing that I'm passionate about, and appreciative of because I posted for the past 3 weeks my graduation, my LLC, and my article is being published, bro. Those three alone I've gotten so much support from LinkedIn, bro, that I could utilize that in the next couple of years of, collaborating with people, bro, and putting out amazing opportunities and experiences for people to resonate with and to be a part of, bro.
Right, right. And that kind of, sums up, the kind of the core of After School Days. But I wanted to play a game with, with you to kind of get, like I said, give back, give other people, other creatives, other businesses their flowers,
Yeah,
and collaborate, right? So this game is quick answer game, you
yeah,
know, first brand, first name, whatever comes to your mind, right? So
yeah.
first we're gonna go top three. I was gonna do top five, but I'm gonna do top three. They said make
Okay.
it. They said top three. And you can do either on DSU's campus or
Yeah.
Delaware. You can pick.
Okay.
Your top three DSU or Delaware clothing brands.
Okay. First John Yu-Gi-Oh World. Second John Mirage Mosaic.
Okay, I know. Okay, that's what you're talking about.
Third John. First one that come to my mind, bro. Risk Takers.
Ooh, okay.
Risk Takers, Mirage Mosaic, and Yu-Gi-Oh
Yuki,
World. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, all you Yu-Gi-Oh wearers. Stay tuned. um. Okay, top three Delaware or DSU photographers and videographers, but you cannot say yourself.
Okay. I'm definitely say Demos.
Okay.
I'm gonna say XIV shots, and I'm gonna
Shout out
throw
Ant.
DSU. I'm gonna throw DSU in there. Uh oh. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I gotta give it to JR.
Okay.
I gotta give it to JR. Cause it's like, bro, if y'all see his grab pics, bro, them Jones be icy.
They said
Yo, I ain't gonna hold
we
you,
got
bro. I like
JR
D most.
XIV shots and Mo's.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
and I say
right
definitely
three.
Mo's, bro, because of the video content creation that he's been putting together over the past couple of years, the fluency of it,
Yeah,
the storytelling that Ant does is crazy to me, bro. The pictures, the angles, you feel me, and his credibility of what he's done, graphic design, all that type of stuff. And
yeah,
then I say JR just because of just the credibility and just like the growth, bro. Like it's the proof is in the pudding, bro, for all three of them, pretty much.
right. Okay, and okay, last one. Top three.
Hmm?
Top three business. This is any type of business. Any type.
Okay.
It could be any type of business that maybe you worked with, you wanted to work with, any business. Top three businesses from DSU or out of Delaware.
Okay. A brand that I want to work with.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, all right. I'm gonna do. I was gonna try finesse, bro. Do three in Delaware, three in the John, but I'm gonna do three at
You
DSU.
can do that?
I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. So
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
I'm gonna do three DSU brands, right?
Okay.
I definitely said I wanted to work with my homie, Zay Mirage Mosaic.
Right.
Uh, I want to work with another DSU brand, UTK Club. The last one, I would say, hmm.
Shang Eats. It's like
Yo, I don't know why, bro. When you said Shing East, bro, I just kind of got a flashback, bro, of the plat, bro. I do remember the platter situation, bro. That was a good run. I ain't gonna hold you.
bro.
And then I
A
just thought of
time.
Lisi's glasses, bro. Shout out Lisi,
Lisi,
bro.
oh yeah.
Shout
I
out
was about
Lisi.
Lisi. Shout out SBL. They man. Yeah, nah. Stan was a time. They said, fuck it. I could tell you, I was getting. Nah, can I say that? Fuck it. I was getting stamps. You feel me? Making it with the stamp. Yeah,
Hey,
Thank you,
look, bro.
government funding.
That is free
Yeah,
game, bro. That's free cheese, bro. Think it's smarter,
cheese.
not harder.
Yeah,
You my man, bro. I'm gonna say, I really can't. You know what, bro? Because I don't got a third DSU, John. I'ma just say in Delaware. I'm gonna just say risk takers.
risk takers. Okay.
Yeah, risk takers. So risk takers, Mirage Mosaic and UTK Club.
All right,
First
bet.
one I thought that came to my mind pretty much, bro. I'm missing probably a couple, bro. And that's kind of throwing me off right now, bro. And I'm sorry, bro. Oh, pray for me. That's another John. John B. Um, Gifted Pieces. See, now they flowing in my head, bro. Definitely Joyride, bro.
Right.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
you feel me? What else am I missing that I can think of the top of my head? Um, it's a brand thing called So Is Yours. I definitely wanna work with them too, bro. I want to work with a lot of brands that have like creativity to them, bro, and individuality, bro. You feel me?
Right.
Because that's gonna force me to think outside the box. I already worked with Detox Department, bro, for a couple of videos and photo shoots, and now it's like I'll work with them again, which no issue, no problem. I just kind of like want to expand my horizon and network to work with a multitude of people, bro, with different niches, different passions and intentions,
Right.
bro. And
Right.
anybody I've worked with beforehand, I'm more than open to work with them again, bro, because obviously we made good content, great content, had a great experience, bro. And now that I'm more knowledgeable of marketing, I can help them with the exposure and engagement, bro. So I'm all
Yeah.
open ears to anybody that wants to work with me, bro, because I'm working with y'all, bro.
Right. And lastly, your top one, your
Yeah.
top one podcast out of Wilmington, Delaware is.
Call me crazy, cuz.
They said, my brother, my boy, an impactor, an influencer, and an innovator. I want to thank you again for gracing After School Days, for gracing the Crazy Talk podcast with your presence, your gems, and your mindset. They said this was fun. This was great. They said this was great. You should think about podcasting. They said I am looking for more people to come over into this space so I can
Yeah.
have people to collaborate with. They said it's like, does anybody in Delaware do podcasts anymore? Y'all don't want a piece of the, like, what's up?
That's
They
what I'm
said,
saying, bro.
well,
You gotta think about it, right? If you sat here and did a podcast with somebody else, bro, y'all are bridging, and say if that podcast is a whole different type of lean,
yeah,
y'all are bridging two different
audiences.
audiences, platforms into one to navigate on something that has similarities, bro. And
Yes.
that's something that people should take advantage of because even where y'all have disagreements, bro, in the middle of a disagreement, bro, is an agreement. If you look
Yeah.
at the word itself, you feel me? And because y'all can agree, disagree on certain things, it gives people a perspective to look at that they probably never would have thought of, bro. And
Yeah.
that's making more people knowledgeable, um, making them more appreciative of perspective and individuality, bro. And just having the eyes and ears open to something new, bro.
Exactly. And they
And
said, I'm open to collaborating with anybody. They said I may not seem like it. I don't know. People be like, I'm so standoffish, introverted. I am. I'm very introverted. They said, but once I get to talking, I don't shut the fuck up. They said, so yeah, let's, they said collab with me. I have great ideas. You know what I'm saying? They said, so yeah, I'm definitely looking for more people in this podcasting space, this content creation space to definitely collaborate with, because I realized that, I'm very smart, yes, but there are people who are smarter, there are people who are different, and I like different, right? So definitely. They said, keep your eyes peeled. You might see some band boy creative X call me crazy. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And where we from, that's all we know how to do is hustle. Run it
Real
up
rap.
and we gonna come up with something. They said, but it is your boy, call me Krazy, aka Kobe Nasir Wallace. And I am here with none other than the band boy creative himself, band boy ET, Elijah Taylor. And we are signing out.
God bless y'all.